Getting to early retirement is like embarking on a serious fitness journey. You've got to be all in, ready for the sweat, the discipline, and yes, the great end result. Now, some might say, hey, just work yourself to the bone with side gigs. But that's not the only way to fast track to early retirement. Think about it. Trimming your expenses and investing in the right assets could be just as effective, if not more, than trying to up your income game. But no matter which route you decide to trek, early retirement is more than easy to achieve with the right plan. I'm Will, and I teach people about investing, personal finance, and money. I've walked the path you seek, and today I have several businesses and investments that provide me income every single month, meaning I never have to work another day in my life. If you plan on becoming financially free, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video valuable. The first step you need to take is think differently about money and retirement. You see, when we talk about retiring early, the first thing to get is that early retirement isn't about stacking up a mountain of cash just for the sake of it. It's about figuring out how much money you need to live the life you dream about. That amount? It's probably a lot less than you might think. While some calculators might scare you with big numbers, saying you need millions, the truth is your perfect number might be way lower. Let's talk about the math for a moment. When you decide to retire early, your savings do need to last longer, but there's a silver lining. Because you start early, your savings have a longer time to grow. That's the beauty of it. If you manage to withdraw less from your savings than the growth rate of your investments, your nest egg doesn't just sit there. It grows over time. Imagine this scenario. Someone retires early with a certain amount saved up. They decide to withdraw a sustainable percentage annually adjusted for inflation, keeping the rest invested in a diversified portfolio that historically yields solid returns. Their initial pot of savings has the potential to grow significantly over the years. This approach isn't just about making your savings last, it's about making them flourish. So the essence of step one is really to redefine what money and retirement mean to you. It's about aiming for a balance that allows you freedom and happiness, not just accumulating wealth for its own sake. Understanding this concept is important as we move forward with our strategy for achieving early retirement and enjoying the financial independence that comes with it. Moving on to step two, which is to know how much do you actually need to retire. So, you've got a dream of retiring early, but how do you figure out the magic number? It's all about your annual expenses and finding a safe withdrawal rate that'll keep your nest egg healthy for the long haul. Some experts suggest aiming for a 3% withdrawal rate. Why? It's seen as a sweet spot that helps your savings last, especially when you've got a long, hopefully endless retirement ahead. There's also a more cautious approach out there. Think about going even lower, like a 2% withdrawal rate. It sounds super conservative, right? But if you retire super early, it's all about making sure you don't run out of money when you're only halfway through the game. Here's how you do the math. Take the amount you plan to spend each year during retirement and divide it by your chosen withdrawal rate. Let's say you figure you'll live comfortably on $45,000 a year after taxes. If you're aiming for that 3% withdrawal rate, you'd need $45,000 divided by 0.03. Boom! That gives you $1.5 million as your target savings goal to retire. This step is all about giving you a clear target to aim for. Knowing your number makes the goal of early retirement and financial independence not just a dream, but a very possible reality. After figuring out how much you need for retirement, the next step is all about the art of saving more by spending less. It's pretty straightforward. The less you spend now and in retirement, the less you need to save up front. And the flip side, the less you spend today, the more you can stash away for those retirement dreams. Here's the deal. If you're aiming to retire super early, by say 30, you're looking at needing to save at least 50% of your after-tax income. Sounds a bit wild, right? But it's totally doable with the right mindset and approach. To boost that savings rate, you've got a couple levers to pull: making more money or cutting back on spending. Ideally, you do a bit of both. When it comes to trimming expenses, focus on the biggies: housing, transportation, and food. Why? Because for most people, that's where the bulk of the paycheck goes. Cutting back in these areas can seriously amp up your savings game. Finding ways to cut costs that fit your lifestyle is key. Maybe having a roommate isn't your jam, but swapping your car for a bike feels like a breeze. It's all about those short-term trade-offs that set you up for long-term freedom. You should see these sacrifices as opportunities rather than losses. Start early and these habits become second nature, propelling you towards your goal much faster. And don't forget about the magic of compounding. Every dollar you save now is going to be worth way more down the line. That's why starting early is such a game changer. Another strategy to ramp up your savings without feeling the pinch: boost your savings rate by 1% every 30 days. It's about gradually adjusting so it feels manageable, not like you're giving up everything fun in life. Moving into step 4, which is increasing your income. Yep, while trimming the fat off your budget is essential, there's a limit to how much you can cut before life starts to lose its zest. Here's the thing: while there's a bottom line to how much you can slash your spending, the potential to earn more, that's limitless. Now, in the world we live in today, grabbing hold of opportunities to make extra cash has never been easier. Got a hobby or a special talent? That could be your golden ticket. Whether it's crafting, coding, baking, or blogging, transforming what you love doing in your free time into a side hustle can not only pad your wallet, but also bring you immense satisfaction. And here's the real beauty of it: if you play your cards right, what starts out as a few extra bucks on the side can evolve into a steady stream of passive income. Imagine that, earning money while you're off exploring new hobbies, traveling, or just enjoying a quiet morning coffee. Turning your skills and passions into profit isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about leveraging what you're good at and what you enjoy to not only increase your financial cushion, but also enrich your life with meaningful work that doesn't feel like a grind. Now, after exploring how to manage expenses and boost income, we're at the final step, which is investing aggressively. This is where the magic really happens. It's about making your money work for you, creating those passive income streams that are the lifeblood of early retirement. The golden key to unlocking early retirement is getting your cash to generate more cash, whether through a business, the stock market, or real estate. It's like planting a garden of money trees where each dollar is a seed that grows over time. For those of you eyeing the stock market as your orchard, the go-to strategy isn't about chasing the next hot stock. Instead, it's about sticking with tried and true low-cost index funds that track the broader market. Think Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund or its ETF counterpart. These are the bread and butter for the retire early crowd because they offer a slice of the market's overall growth without the roller coaster ride of picking individual stocks. But how do you balance your investment portfolio? It's all about your comfort with risk and how quickly you want to hit your retirement goals. If you're in the early stages, go on full throttle on aggressiveness. Why? Because when you've got time on your side, those inevitable market dips and dives are just minor blips on the radar. And investing aggressively for early retirement doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It's about calculated risks, diversifying across different assets, and staying the course despite the market's ups and downs. This approach is about strategically positioning yourself to enjoy the freedom and financial independence that comes with being able to retire on your own terms, whenever you choose. To make sure inflation doesn't stop you in your tracks, you may want to watch this video next on how to protect your wealth.